Hello! Welcome. It's happening.
It is happening.
We are on. The camera seems to be in a really weird position.
Does it? What do you mean?
A little bit. Everything's a bit skewy today, isn't it?
Nothing wrong with it.
Hey, wait, I like your hat.
Thanks, mate. It's not a hat.
What is
It's
it?
a beanie.
A beanie.
It's
So
a beanie.
I stand corrected.
That's
Welcome,
right.
guys. Welcome.
Let's see
What about
who is joining us.
episode 161 of Hearns Live?
That's right.
Isn't it?
Because we had the 160 last week and we did the special coffee thing.
And we had a huge weekend last weekend.
Yes.
We'll touch base on that briefly.
Hmm.
Car of the week is not with us yet.
Oh, it's still coming, is it?
It's still going.
Oh, okay. So that's
It's
all good.
still in production.
That's all good.
Car of the week will happen.
Oh,
but,
well, there's a massive discussion
but,
going on
but
here.
who have we got on? What's
So far we've got the Wombat.
we
Hang on, didn't I see the Wombat elsewhere?
yeah, he shouldn't be commenting. He should be getting car of the week.
Right, fair enough. All
Here he
right,
is.
Craig Jones. Welcome.
Thank you, Wombat.
All right, so we've got the boss man. Jeffy's on. Thunder Turbine 88. What's going on? Oh, that's it. It's just everyone's having a bit of a chat amongst
A good old
themselves.
chin wag.
There you go.
I can tell that the camera is definitely a different angle because look where the car is.
Oh, we can fix that.
We can't. We've
got the
You
technology.
cannot go in no man's land. There you go. That'll do.
Oh, that's pretty. Excellent.
People
Well.
think that we've just gotten ready.
Well, they'll be wrong.
How is everybody? Welcome, episode 161.
That's correct.
Welcome, everybody.
Oh, so
Sorry
Greg's
we've
on
been
as
through
well.
it. We had a massive weekend last weekend, and it all started Friday after the live.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Especially for you.
It did. I had Aaron Defina pick me up
Yes.
of the Hearns racing team,
Mhm.
and we trundled on down straight from the front of the shop to Geelong RC Raceway. It was really good. It was really, really good.
So that was a club meeting after the VIX.
Yes, so that's the first club meeting after the Vic titles. It was held the week prior.
Mhm.
And I battled it out in Kyosho, phaser class.
Yes. So that's this one.
That's this one here. And also in Tamiya class.
Right.
Which is a bit of fun.
Yep.
Close
so the spec classes.
Yeah, 2 spec classes. It was a sort of an unsanctioned class night.
Yes.
So it was mainly to counter for all the club member, all the people who were disappointed that the classes unfortunately couldn't run at the Vic titles. So it was for like a bit. We had mini, we had the Tamiya, the Kyosho, all the unsanctioned classes, which was really good numbers. We had Tony P there, like I said, Aaron Defina, Damien Dixon, Goody was there, Roger Fong, and a few of the other club members I'm not too familiar with.
Good stuff.
But we had a really good night.
Because the only other place that normally has like evening night racing is Baronia.
And Baronia had
midweek.
Yeah, and they had big numbers this Wednesday too.
Right. Good.
So Baronia is getting geared up for their Baronia badge.
Yeah. That's no small feat, is it? Because it's pretty cold here now. And everyone must be pretty keen to go out when it's that cold.
Even if it's not raining, you've got an air temperature of what? 6-8 degrees, like in all seriousness. It's on the foothills of the Dandenongs. So crisp. It's crisp is a word.
Crispy.
And I can confirm actually that the Sweep DX36s are working fantastic over there. Tommy Huggins, Hearns Racing drivers over there, smashing laps and doing really well on the
longevity
36s.
too, right? They're lasting ages.
He's talking like 6 club meetings out of 1 set of tyres in 13.5, and that's not just circulating. That is like track record pace, beating people, lapping. That is pace setting.
It's interesting. They're 36s, right?
36s.
And usually you would not think 36s will work.
Would come up to temp or work.
Yeah.
And they've
got a big window, haven't they?
Yeah, a huge window of operation. He's doing nothing extra to those tyres other than gooping them. ATS, the Hearns Hobbies ATS goop.
Which a lot of people use.
A lot of people use.
Which is very common.
And tyre warmers 50 degrees, 10 minutes before the race.
Okay.
That is it. Put the car down and smash lap times.
Yep.
So that is really, really good to hear. He sands in between every club meeting.
Yep.
Not in between each heat, but just the club meetings.
Oh, okay. So just prepares them.
Yeah, just prepares
before each evening. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. And that's all he does. So that is really good news. So
that's what you want. Keep it easy. Keep it simple.
And he said,
still go fast.
And he said he's glued them once.
Right. Okay.
Once.
Yep.
Unheard of. Well, it's because he's not bouncing off the gutters like I am when I race.
But you enjoy that sometimes, don't you? It's a bit of spice. You're not sure which direction it's facing.
Hold it pinned. Hold it. That said, the old this bitty design body for a lightweight competition GT spec body has held up remarkable.
It has.
This has done about 4 club meets now, and the Easter fair at Bendigo, that was not easy on bodies.
It wasn't.
That the truck is very winky wonky after that one.
Yeah.
It nearly finished.
I know all about that because I was driving it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It came back into stoved a couple times.
It did.
This one suffered a huge fate with a huge body tuck, I think from another phaser which was parked up to the headlights. Right. But apart from that, so that was one incident. But apart from that, it's pretty good. So I'm really happy with the bitty design body.
That's a good thing.
It looks funny. Look how much droop it has. Like that is not what you'd expect in a competition car.
No.
But
that's what we're going to work with.
Yeah, that's right. That's the phaser class.
That's it.
And these are the sweet treaded 34s. And I run them there. Obviously in phaser, other than Goody, who we've changed nickname to Goopy, you are not allowed to run warmers or tire goop on your phaser. And these treaded 34s were fantastic. And these were not new. These are like 4 club meetings old now. These have been, I think, taken out of a packet probably 18 months ago. So definitely not fresh rubber. Held up really well. Fun was had by all.
That's it.
Aaron ran the mini class. His faithful little tree racing mini. And we also battle it out into Tamiya class. And this is TTO1, where I've got the MI15, which is about a 6-year-old, 8-year-old touring car body from Bitty Design.
Yes.
That I managed to find in Nan's basement.
Yep.
And 540 silver can, really good. So Do yourself a favour, get to Geelong, have some fun. Really good. Doesn't matter what the weather is.
No, that's right, because undercover.
Undercover,
That's right.
light, dark, undercover, raining, not raining, you name
Yeah.
it.
So you got a little bit of protection from the elements. So it's not super freezy. You're not going to get super cold air.
No. And the pits are really good lighting. Really nice. They've got nice toilets on facility.
Yeah.
Everything like that.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Really good. Geelong, get down there. Check it
Excellent.
out.
So that was last Friday.
That was Friday.
Yeah. And then another event started on Friday.
Saturday, I started a model.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you?
I forgot to enter it.
Oh, yeah.
Where is it? I was meant to.
Oh, you're going to bring it.
I was going to
okay.
bring it. I was going to bring my Model Expo entrant.
Because last week was Australian Model Expo.
Wasn't it? The 40th,
2023. Yeah, 40th anniversary.
40th anniversary of the. What's that?
Does it say 40th anniversary on this one?
I thought you were scratching your head.
No, I was pointing at the thinger. Where is it? Oh, here,
Yeah.
right here.
Model Expo, 40 years.
That's right. Amazing, isn't it?
You could almost say it's 40 years old.
You could.
And that'd be accurate.
It is indeed.
I wasn't a judge,
No, it could have been if you wanted to.
but the judges did deem the Hearns Hobbies fleet as outstanding.
Did, indeed.
And then we were claiming models that weren't even ours.
Were we?
Yeah, well, that was painted by a Hearns guy for sure. No. So young Jack A.
Yeah,
I mean,
he did really well, didn't he?
We're gonna have it on again next week to show his 5 entrants, 3 trophies,
Yes.
2 commendments.
Yes.
My lovely Hakasuka did nothing.
Yep. Doesn't matter. Look good there on the table.
Well, don't tell them, but I'm going to change it a little bit next year, change the number plates and re-enter it as my car. Don't let them
My
know.
lips are sealed. No one's going to know.
That's good.
Yeah.
But what have we got here?
We've got Vince's entries, which are quite outstanding.
After what happened to the last model, I'm a bit reluctant to touch these ones.
No one knows what happened to the last model, so it's all right. Just exploded into a million bits. But apart from that, oh, it's in one bit. This is a Sazabi. Open. Sazabi. Everyone pronounces it different.
Sazabi.
Maybe I just pronounce it different. But this won 2nd place and best paint of
So
show.
it was 2nd place in Gundam.
Yes, so
Is that-
Gundam, I think it's called Mech.
Mech?
Yeah,
No, Mech.
Mech. Mech
Not-
suits?
Not Mech.
It's written on here, actually.
Oh, well, that'll make
It's
life
on here.
easier. I don't have to guess.
Gundam or Mecha models open.
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 He doesn't have doors.
Oh, you could.
Either way, he got 2nd place for that category.
Yeah, very well deserved.
Very well
That's
deserved.
amazing.
2nd place to this beautifully crafted machining Krieger.
Yes,
You would know the name of the model. I want to
It-
say Raccoon, but that's probably wrong.
it could have been a raccoon. I can't remember now.
It's the only one I know.
Oh, yeah, there you go. It was either a raccoon or a SAF. So it's based on the SAF's round design that came first.
But let's get to the point.
And what came third?
Young Vince at Mild Customs
Yes,
comes 2nd and best paint of show.
and third.
And 3rd with this
And
one.
third.
So 2nd and 3rd.
Yes,
If you had entered the other 10, we could have got all the trophies in there.
that's right.
We'll get to save them for next year.
That's right.
So really, really good. But I think outstanding is best paint of show.
Absolutely.
So with every model there,
Yes.
and how many entrants?
There would have
800?
been 900 entries.
This one was deemed the best painted at show,
That's right.
and for very good reason. I think
So
we've
hence, there is the trophy
And-
for best paint.
and young Vince of Mild Customs won himself a whole box of paint.
That's right.
This is good.
Which was donated by SMS Paints.
Nice stinky paints.
That's it.
Great palette.
That's
though.
it. That's it.
So yeah, so Vince won best paint, and that's a really big effort. That's a big trophy
Oh,
to
massive,
win.
massive.
No?
That's right.
As a model builder, I imagine that is like just amazing.
Absolutely. I don't know if people at home can see, but there's a lot of graduation and tones that actually been airbrushed freehand onto the model. It's not just spray painted red. It's probably got 3 to 4 different tones of red on this. And we'll see if we
And how
can-
much sanding? We can have a look at overhead if you want.
Yep.
I'm going to have to move this one though. I'm
Yeah.
touching by a skirt. Is it a skirt? What's this fellow's name?
Jolgoog.
No, you can't say that.
Bit late now. I've already said it.
All right.
All right, so he's been moved out of the way. So we've got Sazabi here. Now, in the open class, you can modify it. So there are additional details on it. I still will get into this a bit later. We'll get closer.
So I think it's got full 3D printed resin parts on it.
Yes. So I
I
think
don't know exactly what they are.
I think
and-
parts of the rockets and
Oh,
stuff.
hang on.
Did you like that? It's moving.
Maybe this is going to be the start of our stop motion video, this fellow.
Could be. It could be.
Do you think he'll let us?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Ask him. So do you want to go on overhead and have a look at him?
Oh,
or
we're
what?
looking now. Yeah, for sure.
Because you're probably going to have to get right in on Zoomtown.
Yep. All right. Let's get in there.
Because have a look at... Oh, there we go. Get it crisp.
Now, you'll probably be able to. Is that crisp?
Pretty crisp.
You can see all the graduations in there
Look
now.
at all the graduations
you
and tones.
Around here. A lot of different reds.
And it's not just
It's all
panels,
free-
it's
free-handed
over the
as well.
panels.
Yes, that's right.
And all the water slide decals.
Yes.
Like there's hundreds of them. And it is beautifully like matted over. What do you call it? Matte clear.
Yeah, so it's been finished in a matte, so all the decals look like they've been painted on.
So absolutely seamless.
Beautiful.
We've even got some glowing light or radiant light effect. What do you call it, Beach?
Which bit?
These
Oh,
like,
these bits?
yeah, these
Yeah. So that's like an artificial illuminated.
camera's not capturing it. But
Oh,
yeah.
it's not bad. I think it's pretty good.
And then underneath,
Mm.
I know that I can turn him upside down. So have a look at his.
Is that kosher?
He's got rockets. Look at the beautiful detail in the rockets.
And the detail underneath the feet.
So no stone left unturned
That's right.
or detailed in this cutter.
Yeah. Really mean looking mech. And very well built.
And he's got a whole swag of armory as well.
It has.
I can't believe how heavy he is.
Yeah, there's a lot of weight there, isn't it? But I think there's a lot of metallic
He's
parts.
meaty.
Meaty. We've been using meaty a bit, haven't we?
It's funny that he's
What have you done?
meaty for a robot. I really don't want to touch it. I'll let you take him elsewhere.
Yeah, okay. So that is Vince's Sazabi, 1/100 scale, master grade.
And if you want, Vince also does commission work.
He does do commissions. So if you search for him on, I think it's on every
Socials.
social
Mild customs.
platform, just look for Mild Customs and you'll be able to find him. And then if you like him to do some work for you,
Yeah,
just
because
contact him directly.
a lot of people get to do his.
That's
you know what I
right.
mean?
He's got a backlog at the moment.
He loves it. He absolutely loves it.
That's
Doesn't he?
right.
He tours away every night.
That's right. And you can tell, you know.
All right, you go. You go put that away.
All right, where
I
am I
don't
putting
want
it?
to go
Oh,
far
you want
away.
it far away. All right.
far away.
Okay.
Whoo! And then we've got BJ's one. Where's the pig? Where is it? Now this one, guys, you would have heard me rip into BJ many a times. This is the pig tank. Now, luckily, BJ's here to tell you more about it.
What do you
and-
want to know about the pig tank? It's a tank which is crewed by pigs.
And I know your motivation for building it was just to shut me up, so that's even better. Hey, it's not because you liked it. It's not because you wanted to do it. It's because every Friday I would mention your stash in the pig tank.
That's it.
So tell us a little bit about it. I'll let you handle it.
Okay,
and
so
tip it over.
this 3D model is actually made by Tasca Asuka,
Yes.
a Japanese company, and it's based on the drawings of Hayao Miyazaki, who is the director of many of the famous Studio Ghibli animations, which
Yes.
you would be familiar with. My Neighbor Totoro and Laputa
It's
and all those
such a
sort of things.
wholesome thing. I've not seen any
Hmm.
others, but I have seen My Neighbor Totoro.
Yeah, it is. So it does deal with some dark elements, but generally,
But that was a time before electricity.
that's right. And so hence why you see quite a resemblance to the characters of Miyazaki here, because he designed them. Now, he loves World War One and early types of machinery.
Yes.
So hence why this got really a World War One type look about it, and also battleships. And that's also in Porco Rosso. So Porco Rosso is where there's
That sounds Italian.
well, it's a pig pilot who flies the Italian racing seaplanes
There you
of
go.
the 1920s, 1930s.
I was right. See?
And so that's where you see this link come into effect as well. So it's a bit like a land battleship. Okay, it's a huge
It's a
tank.
It's a tank.
It's 1/72 scale.
It's a tank, mate. It's not a land ship at all. It's a tank.
So it's got a whole array of figurines and I've modified a figurine at the back here as well.
And an
we
Easter egg.
That's right. So
That's
it might
not,
get in.
that's not an Easter egg.
Should we get in a bit tighter? Let's have a close look.
I'll let you handle it because otherwise there'll be pigs. And this little fellow here,
Yeah.
he's he can. Oh,
Is that
That's more than 45
Oh.
degrees.
Oh.
Is that Groku?
I don't know who that is, but here's the lookout. Okay, so we've got a lookout there.
Looks like Baby Yoda.
Does it? That's his head showing. So he's just like all these other pigs. But there's the camouflage. There's a bit of dirt in the tracks there.
Does the camouflage have a name or a style, or is it just a copy of the animation?
I just copied what was on the box art.
Yep.
So it looks very much like a desert type skin.
Yep.
And that's why I chose a really lush green base, so it'll really stand out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so here's the array of
pink always stands out next to green. You know that.
yeah.
That's one of my
So
favorites.
there's a pet pig. You've got all the officers on this side. You've got the butler. You've got the chef at the back with his frying pan.
I thought it was a big comical spoon. I was way out.
You've got the two engineers or mechanics, and then you've got the rest of the crew.
You can't call a engineer a mechanic. That's a bit.
And then there's the commander. Can't really see him there, but if I spin around, you'll see him there. Got a big smile on his face.
Why is he so happy?
Oh, because he's got a whole bunch of people, I guess.
Head piggery.
Maybe. And you see his medals there too. All right, so I spin around.
It's good that they're all in uniform.
Yeah, that's right. Here's a front end. So you see how it's super gunned, massive guns everywhere. You got machine guns.
There's lots of pigs to fire them.
cannons. Well, that's it. Let's do this side. How's that?
It's pretty
There you
good.
go. So you got the mortar in the center there. There's a machine gun on the end. And then on the hull as well, you've got massive guns. And then here is the tree that are made out of, what do you call it?
Flock.
No,
Did you flock your own tree?
that started off with multi-strand
No.
RC silicon wire.
No, you're wrong.
And then
Not
I
flock.
bent it to make all the different branches. Well, it is flock, isn't it? And then over here, let's see if we can bring him back.
Oh,
There he is. He's doing some business. Now, the grass itself is made up of the, what is it?
Lars Hop.
Lars Ophoff grass, which is amazing. This stuff is made in Holland.
Well, if our pigly type friend keeps wearing it, he's going to kill it.
No, it's going to grow. That's a sort of in joke because my brother used to tell me you got to wee on the lemon tree to make it grow bigger. It's not quite a lemon tree, but
Well, next
It's a
year you
tree.
can put lemons on it and re-enter it.
so here's the other side.
Oh.
And then there's another little pet pig. He's just hanging around.
Pet pig.
Sunbaking. So there you go. So that is my diorama.
And you got first place with that?
No, I got commended.
Commended.
Yeah. So commended is offered to anything that's outside first, second, and third.
Well, not everybody gets one though.
No, that's
No,
right.
no, not everybody.
not everyone.
You just made it sound like everybody gets one.
Oh, did I? Oh, sorry.
No.
And then
Definitely an
I've got
award and an achievement in
the
itself.
deep track. What do you call them again? Imprints? Track prints? So I made them really deep just to give an impression of how heavy this thing would be. So there we go. So that is, let's do another.
And I look forward next year to seeing the Mephistophilus
Well, that's a plan. Next year I'll have a 12 scale car.
and
Ready.
a 1/24 scale SLR. And I'll find you something else. I will find
Just
you
add it to
something
my
else.
list, yeah?
Well, it
Yeah.
worked this year.
It did, didn't it?
It did.
It did. So there you go. That is
Well,
my...
congratulations to BJ, to Vince, to Jack A,
Yes.
and to all of
Thank
our
you.
Hearns customers who participated and took part in the Model Expo and got themselves, their models exposed, judged, and walked away with the trophies.
That's right. It was a really good event. Definitely a good event. So the previous event had the most entries ever. That was just coming out of lockdown.
Yes.
But this year, definitely the quality of the models went up.
Yes.
Yeah. So slightly down on entries, but quality up. And then it seemed like there were more people coming to view as well, which is great.
There was lots. We walked around for about 4 hours. So look forward to seeing those videos as they get released and edited, come out.
That's right.
But it was really, really good. Start gearing up for next year's.
That's right. So we've already created the event for next year.
You've
So
already got 4 wheels done.
I've got 4 wheels done.
4 wheels done.
Yeah, I'm geared up too. So if you want to make sure you don't miss out next time, because some people do miss out because they don't get the reminders, just go to our Facebook page.
Yep.
Go to the event section and then indicate that you're interested in Model Expo 2024.
Going.
Going. You want to go.
You want to go.
And then you always get reminders, and then whatever updates
And
come out.
notifications that we
That's
put,
right.
any
We'll pop them in
amendments. So we don't even have a date yet or a time.
Yes.
We're pretty
that's right.
confident, but as that's announced, all details will be released and you'll be kept up to date.
That's right. And if you want to see some photos of entries from this year on the older event, which is the 2023 Expo event,
Mhm.
I've already shared some galleries of people that have been there and taken photos.
Awesome.
So go through that. Have a
That
look.
is fantastic. Model Expo 2023.
That's it. That was good.
All right, let's have a little talk about Car of the Week. I feel that little Car of the Week got sort of overshadowed
Overshadowed.
with our awesomeness and some would say lack of preparation.
So Sorian was asking, is
Yes.
it 187? And it is. No, hang on. Yes, it is.
I found out from Surian yes, it is 187.
Mm-hmm. And there's a guess here as well from a Sorian.
Yes.
1979 XC Ford Falcon.
I want to say, what did you say, XC? Yes, but it does have a model.
It has a
name.
specific model name, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
So, yes, it is a 1979.
Yes.
It is Ford. Yes, it is
Yes.
a Falcon. But there's a color and there's a model designation.
Yes. And we also want the weight, right?
And
we
the
need
weight.
the weight with the base because that's how we're going to weigh it.
Going to weigh it as that
That's that.
on our scientific
Yep.
scales.
That's it.
All right. And what other comments have we got there?
What else
Beach?
we got? You got any more?
Nothing.
77 XB Falcon.
No, it's definitely 79.
A 79. Okay.
79, 79 XC.
Okay. What else we got? We
not sure.
have. Oh, this is a bit different.
This is awkward. A Ford Landau. Weren't they lovely? XA Landau.
No, not quite yet.
All right.
All right.
Moving on.
What have we got? What are we looking at?
But do you want to have a look in my bag? Do you want to have a look at a video? Did we get that video clip up? Do you want to have a look at a video clip?
I haven't got the video
Or
clip,
do you want to
actually.
get a special guest up?
How about we look at your bag? Wait.
How about we get a special guest up?
Can do. And let me
And
look for that video.
you can have a fluff around over there. All right?
Yeah.
All right, let's welcome on our special guest and Team Factory Yokomo driver, Matthew Jenkins.
Hey guys, bye Beach.
How are you today?
I'll be back.
Fantastic.
Welcome in, Matty.
Thank
Welcome
you.
in. Now,
Little,
isn't it cute?
very cute.
That is
Vinyl roof.
Vinyl roof.
Fantastic.
We know that it's a 1979 and we know it's an XC. We know it's a Ford Falcon,
we do.
but it is a model name and it is a color.
Oof.
And I'm suggesting it's not white. That's all I'm saying.
No. Like that's a good suggestion. It's a good start for everybody.
It is a good start. Now, while I've left you on set all alone,
Hi, Ron.
I'm coming over here
Right.
to grab some props or a prop. And it's really good that we had the camera set up inappropriately because now we've got to do this.
Oof.
What have we got here, my friend?
This looks a little bit like the layout from Bendigo, but without the yellow infield, I can't be sure.
Well, the yellow infield, I know it's a big throw off, and actually that's how big it. BJ put about an hour into this, a good solid hour and a half into doing this. This is the track layout of Bendigo
It is.
On-Road Club.
Confirmed.
Yes, it does have a yellow, in real life, it does have a yellow infield. We may or may not get time to amend that, but this is the track. And it is on a whiteboard because we are having a Hearns Hobbies Junior Development Day. Now that's happening on July the 2nd. So not this Sunday, but next,
Next.
merely a
That's right.
fortnight away.
Correct.
I'm just going to put this away before I get a sore arm. And Matthew Jenkins is one of our senior team members that will be helping us out.
Oh, the great hair gives it away.
How cool is that?
It's very cool.
So we will be teaching or explaining and demonstrating to juniors and newcomers.
Yep. Yeah, so
Novices?
novice alike. Yep, novices alike. That's right.
Obviously, we're really pushing towards juniors,
Yep.
but nobody will be excluded.
No.
Even if you're experienced and you want to
Yeah.
come and check it out and hang out, you might
Yeah.
learn something.
You can teach us.
I'm secretly hoping that I might learn something from these guys. So I've got Matthew Jenkins and Scotty Rawlings giving me a hand on the day. So Scotty was in the show before the VIX a fortnight ago, having a little chat about it. Matt is in now. So we're going to be talking things about car preparation, bit of setup,
Yep.
bit of tire preparation,
Correct.
tire maintenance,
Yep. Driving lines.
driving lines, mounting your body, making sure that, you know, like your suspension's working, but your body's not fouling on the ground or
Correct.
it's not fouling on the wheels.
That's right.
All these little 1%ers.
Yep. Throttle input, those sorts of things.
I've also got some giant chalks,
They were here.
which I've misplaced. I think they're in my bag. Got some giant chalks.
Yep. We'll draw all over the track.
We'll draw over the track and upset
Can't
the
wait.
serious guys in modified.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
No, they won't turn up.
No, they probably won't.
So we're going to have some big chalk marks.
Yeah.
We'll talk about braking markers. We'll talk about apexes, racing lines.
Get some
racing
terminology,
etiquette.
in there for the youngsters as well.
And
So,
fun.
Yeah, and a lot
More
of
than
fun.
anything, it's all going to be fun.
A lot of fun.
We've got Sweep come on board as an official partner collaborator, so it's really good of Steve and Sweep Racing to come on board with that. Obviously, the Bendigo Club who are hosting it and helping us be part of it.
Mhm.
Now, you don't have to be a Bendigo Club member.
No.
So please, if you're a member of Geelong,
Yep.
Baronia, Templestowe, come on along.
It'd be a good
Why
day.
not?
It'd be a really good day.
Yep. So we'll be all the junior development squad will try and be in one tent or two tents or three tents. We'll be in one area where we can help you guys throughout the day. Not only get the most out of your racing, but to get the most enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
You know, to
Yeah.
really get maybe a better level of understanding or realization and enjoyment.
That's right. And I guess the idea too is to take the pressure off for the day.
Yeah,
All right. So you shouldn't get to the track on race day and go, oh, what do I need to do?
that's right.
You know, so it's a great way to actually try and relieve that pressure on race day and
Yeah.
learn to enjoy it more.
Yeah, and it's not about just going fast. I mean,
No.
going faster will be a byproduct
Correct.
of all these things.
That's right.
But it's about enjoying your time. It's about not DNFing. It's
Yep.
about keeping your car in one piece.
Car prep.
You know.
There's lots of stuff you can do before you get to the track.
That's right.
Yep.
So yeah, about not hitting other people not hitting you, and just having fun.
Correct. And,
So-
and learning that the particular thing that we'd like to teach is that first corner of every race is not where you win the race.
No, but it's often where you can lose it.
That's correct.
You know, you
Yep.
can never win it there, but
No,
you can
you'll
often
definitely
lose
lose
it
it
there.
there.
That's
For
right.
sure.
So, and what else is going on, Matthew?
Oh, we just come back from Mallee Madness.
Yes.
That was great.
Yes, you did actually. You did.
Attaboy.
Where is that tool drive?
Packed away in a bag behind beach.
Oh, okay.
We can grab it out if he really wants to. But yeah, we just come back from
Release
Mallee
the gimp.
Madness. Release the
You
gimp.
want the bag or the gimp?
The gimp.
Up
Had a great time.
at Mallee Madness.
Mildura, they built a brand new track
Just for the event, huh?
And I got to say, it was fantastic.
How
Those
cool was it?
guys Did such a great job, those boys.
And it was like El Natural.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Look, we were on square armors all weekend.
Yep.
Which
Which is a pin tire.
look, they had to put a lot of effort into making that weekend as good as it was, but they did a great job. Really, really fantastic weekend away.
And clubs, I don't know, a lot of people that actually aren't in clubs or have never been in a club committee before, the amount of effort that goes into
Mhm.
not only a track rebuild, but the stresses about putting it all together in time for a big event.
That's right. And then
It's huge.
Yeah, and it's there's a lot of personalities that race at these sorts of
Yes.
events. You know, so there's a lot of pressure on clubs to make sure that they do the best they
They
can.
pander, yeah.
Yeah. So no, kudos to Mildura.
Yep.
Fantastic weekend. Really, really good.
And this is young Noah's car.
Yes.
So this is
nice
a-
car.
Tour drive stock. This is the SO 1.0.
Yeah. So he's
So-
kitted out with all of the latest stock gear. So
Yeah.
he's got the new Totem speed control there.
If I push this button,
We'll see overhead. Oh, look at that.
look at that. That is
Technology.
magic.
That's unbelievable.
Look at that. BJ's now out of it. Oh, he's in no man's land. No allowed over there, BJ.
He's
Not allowed. Look, he has to
He's
go
got-
and
he's
one
got a
up me.
push
Look,
button.
he's got a little button in
I
there.
know, I see that.
So what we have here is we've got a Defina tuned Blitzstream 2,
Yes.
17.5.
And
That
it
is
was
the
quick.
tool drive.
Yeah, it
That was
real
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves it. Aaron absolutely loves tuning motors and
That's
getting the
right.
most out of them.
That's
He
right.
really loves the numbers in it and making them sing, and he does so with much gusto. I've got an Orca 5490 in there, which is the
Yep.
perfect pack for tour drive stock.
Correct.
Check out this little Speedy, and I'm even going to have to zoom in here because
It's tiny.
it is tiny, huh? Let me see.
There we go.
That is macro zoom, and have a look at that. I have to get right in there.
So that is a stock spec speed control. So
Yeah.
this doesn't have any of the I guess, the additional functions that you'd need for modified racing. So
Yes.
this is purely a stock
Blinky
speaker.
only, yep.
That's right. And what a speedy.
What a speedy.
So
That's
it's built-in capacitors,
capacitors.
reverse voltage protection, perfect for junior racing.
Yep.
Realistically, really, really robust, speedy, but it's got some punch. It's really,
And
really,
you said it drives really well
Yeah.
off the
Nice
bat
and smooth,
without
yep.
having to put in a program box
That's right.
necessarily or whatever.
That's
You
right.
can just plug it in, calibrate it, and hit the
go.
track.
That's right.
Really easy to set up
Super simple to set up.
and really easy to mount and configure into your car.
Correct.
You know, which is really, really cool. We've got a transponder there, got a Sanwa receiver. We've got the highest BLP 750, again, one of our favorite servos
Yep.
here
Yep.
at Hearns. Yeah, so we're looking at, we've got sweep tri-ribs on the front.
Yep.
And square armor pin
Square
ties on the
arms on the
back.
rear.
You know
Yep.
you're off-road racing when you've got pins and ribs.
Correct.
You know what I mean? That is like quite iconic of racing.
That's right. So Noah ended up, I think, third on the podium in the junior class. So yeah, he's pretty happy with his outcome. And
He's
then
pretty happy.
We had young Mitch Sprinter.
Yep.
Second in 21.5 as well.
Was that his first or second time with the two-wheel drive?
Second time.
Second time.
Yep.
He's enjoying it?
Loving it.
Loving it?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So he had a
Hope you told Grub all about it.
He did.
How much he loves it.
yeah, and he had a round win as well. So that's his first ever round win at a big event. So
How
fantastic.
cool is that?
Yep.
That is awesome. Yeah, Yokomo and Matty Jenkins out there. So we also had Brendan Tucker out there.
Yeah,
Who else?
Scott McDonald.
Scott McDonald was out there.
Yeah,
He's
of
really
course,
cool.
myself trailing around everyone.
Yep.
But yeah, overall, really good weekend for. I don't think there was a complaint from anyone. I think it was a fantastic weekend all around. Kudos, as I said, to Mildura.
Lucky I wasn't able to complain. Look cold.
absolutely. No, actually, it wasn't too bad.
The
It's only
sun's
the truck
always
that
out.
needed, it was only the truck that needed the beanie.
That's right. That man made it to social media even.
That's right. Yes, the truck needed the beanie, but no, the Sunday morning actually was pretty good.
Fantastic.
Yep.
All right, Matthew. Thank
Fantastic.
you for taking the time to come
No worries.
on.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you, Noah. Congratulations to everybody, the Hearns Racing team. And yeah, the Junior Development Day, Sunday, July the 2nd. Yeah, get yourself over to Bendigo, join us, and come and have some fun. Quick hat swap. You're like a musician who changes guitars. That was seamless. And in fact, if I didn't bring it up, nobody'd even notice.
That's from just basic professionalism.
Went
All right,
for-
what are we doing?
I was going to say, where'd you find that? I've been looking for that all
You've been
day.
looking for it,
I've
you
been
lost
looking,
it.
been looking for that all
You
day.
lost it.
Can't find it.
I found it under a rope. Are we
Right.
going back to this, are we?
Talking about rugs.
We're going to weigh it, don't we?
Does anybody ask?
Yeah, I think so.
We're just
Let
talking.
me go back.
We're just talking amongst ourselves.
All right, I got a 650 grams. I think it's going to be much lighter than that.
I reckon lighter.
I reckon. What else we got down here? Anything else?
I'm pretty confident that at this time it weighs that much.
Okay, way below 650. So between 0 and 650.
I'd say it's higher than 0. I'd be comfortable to say that it's between 10 and 650.
Oh, you're giving it away now.
Could be. I choose. Talk
All
about
right.
trains.
Let's try it again. 350.
No.
Way lower.
Way lower.
Way lower.
What have I got here?
All right, what do you got?
What have I got over here?
We've got something special that's been worked on, and we've been showcasing the sample we've had
I'm not
for
having
some
much-
weeks now.
I'm not having much luck with anything today.
What do you mean? You're good. You're good.
A bit of track just fell off.
No, you're good.
I wasn't attached.
You're good. What is that? Now, Dave's been busy, hasn't he? This is the TT layout that we started building.
TT120.
That's right. So if you're not familiar with what TT is, so Hornby has released a new scale in their repertoire, which is
Repertoire.
Yes. TT120. So it's 120. Well, it's 1 to 120 scale. So it's
That's how they got the name.
That's right. So tabletop is a TT, and it's between HO, which is 1 to 87, and N scale, which is 1 to 150 or roundabouts.
Yes.
So you've got advantages over HO, in space.
But
But
you've
because it's just slightly smaller,
got
like
all
it's
the
in between,
detail.
that's right. It's got all the detail, which means complex running gear can be replicated
So it's
and be super smooth.
half the space,
Yes,
all the detail,
yes,
and compared to N scale, it's half as finicky.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yes,
So it's going to be more detailed than N scale.
Mhm.
It's going to be less finicky,
yes,
but compared to HO, it's going to be, more detail for the small size.
well, that's right. So it's like miniaturized, but it will give the impression of more detail.
And the layout will only take half the size.
That's right.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
So the Scotsman set we have available to view. It's in the store at the moment.
I was going to say, don't sell it.
I'm not going to sell it.
Don't sell it. It's only to view. You can only look at it.
Yeah, you can look at it.
You can touch
But
it.
Dave's been showing off his prowess with how to plan a track, how to lay down the track, ballasting, and landscaping.
Now we have a track map.
A track mat. Oh, okay.
This was done by our resident,
Let's go from the top, yeah?
our resident logistics expert and model railway fan, Finley. Finley did this for us.
That's right.
So he did this little track map,
Yep.
and it showed every length of piece that we need, every turnout, every
Yes.
point.
That's right.
So then that translates to exactly what we're starting to build here.
That's right.
Facing the wrong way, but that's exactly what we're starting to build here,
Mm.
and incorporating it onto that layout. Now this started life as a little bit of benchtop from Bunnings,
That's right.
the board itself,
That's right.
and Dave has gone to town with a bit of cork sheeting,
That's right. He's just chopped it up into length.
and he's pinned it down.
Yep.
And glued it, pinned it, and started laying on the detail. And what detail he has laid on.
Yeah.
I can't believe, I don't know. I'm going to zoom right in because
Yeah, get into it. So you can see some of the tricks of the landscaping here as well. Over here, well, we've been doing some videos, so you will learn how Dave does his ballasting. He has used a TT-sized ballasting machine from Prozis.
Yep.
But the tricks, I think, are really simple tricks that a lot of people may not know, and that's how to apply the glue to fix it, and also the base coloring. You may have seen that before, where it was just painted it a very thin wash type paint.
Now have a look at this, the wildflowers and stuff.
That's right. Very natural, because nature is random.
I don't know. That is so creative. I could not do something like that. It would be like just a line.
But I reckon if you watch these videos, you would
I would what?
be able to.
Well, I'm just talking about the creativity. I'm sure I could mechanically do it, but I don't think look at that.
I reckon I can find some of that creativity for you as well, under the same rug.
Okay.
And there's the trees. Actually, that's a bit of bush. There's a tree here.
It's not a merkin
Well, it could have been.
under the same rug.
I don't know. I have to look under that rug a bit more carefully. But
And-
he's used the flocking machine too, has he? How's he done the grass over there?
I don't know.
All right, let's slide this across.
I'm trying to be nice and fluid and look professional.
Fluid. Look at that.
I think this is like a little test patch for him.
Yep.
And then he's incorporated it over here.
Yes.
Bloody amazing.
Looks amazing. It looks good.
I did see him with a spray applicator and
Yes.
scenic cement.
Yes.
I don't know how it was used.
Yep.
But I can imagine it was just layer upon layer upon layer.
Sarah Lee.
And free range Venetian.
Look out for the tutorials, because it's not only for TT, even though we're using it on TT layout. So this is
God.
this is Woodland Scenics and also Green Stuff World materials.
It's all the products from the shelf here.
That's right.
He didn't make any of this. This is not like custom made stuff.
No, that's right.
This
It's
is all
straight-
stuff.
straight off
He,
the shelf.
we said, Dave, hey, we need to build a little TT layout. It's like, oh yeah.
Yep.
We went and grabbed a bit of this, bit of that.
So
Next,
here's that thin wash. This is
next
Tamiya
minute.
paint.
how do
That's
you know?
Tamiya acrylic, because I saw him using it. So it's
Wow.
just watered it down. Use it, to create the base, because you see how it all blends in together. You can see the base coming through.
Gives it that earthy sort of look.
That's right. So you start with the earthy look, and then you don't need to use as much product on the top of it.
There you go. And that's the start of our TT layout.
That's it. And it's looking good, isn't it? So
That
this
looks
is going
amazing.
to be a shunting yard.
The what?
Shunting yard.
Shunting yard.
That's right.
It's a yard for shunting.
That's it. That's it. Oh, we've got some more guesses on weights here. All right, so we've got 200 grams. No, 200 grams is way too high. 85 grams. 85 grams is also too high.
So we're between 10 grams and 85.
85. That's right.
10 grams and 85. Come on, guys.
Yep.
Come on, you guys. We've got 75 grams of goodness window there.
That's right. That's right. What do we got now?
You haven't looked in my bag.
Oh, can I have a look in your bag?
Of course you can have a
Oh,
look
good.
in my bag. I've been waiting for you to answer that question.
Maybe your lost professionalism's in there.
Nope. I wouldn't fit in here. Not that there's much of it, but I'd need a smaller bag.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Oh, there was that pesky chalk.
Oh, there you go.
I was
The
talking
chalk.
with Matthew about the chalk for the track.
There we go.
Giant chalk to draw
That's
on the
it.
track. There
Yep.
we go.
We're all
was in
set
the
with
bag.
that.
That was to prompt me to talk about Junior Development Day.
Oh. Oh,
Have a look at that.
the gizmo.
That is the gizmo.
The gizmo. What is
Now-
the gizmo? Let's get it.
That started life as this. This is the Sky RC GNSS. Not exactly sure what that stands for. GNSS Performance Analyzer. Now, what that does is that pairs to your phone or your device
Mhm.
via Bluetooth, and that picks up satellites from the sky,
Well, Travis was talking about this too, wasn't he?
thanks to Elon.
Elon. He's going to have a big fight soon.
Not with my satellites. And this thing, when I was playing with it the other day, picks up about 12 to 14 satellites at once.
Oh, does it tell you?
Yeah, how good the reception is.
Oh, really?
And I don't know if that's good or bad, but I haven't
Sounds
used
pretty good to me.
satellite stuff for a long time. I remember them being like 5 or 6 satellites,
Wow.
like to get a
Well,
location.
you'd think that's pretty accurate, wouldn't you? If it's
So-
triangulating that many
Yeah.
ways.
Yeah, so triangulate. Yeah, that's right. 12 satellites, 14 satellites into one little point.
Yep.
So I was just using it in a closed test location.
Yep.
And I had it going on an undisclosed vehicle.
Undisclosed.
Could have been a 1/8 scale buggy.
May not have been.
Don't know. And it was reaching speeds in excess of 111 kilometers an hour.
Pretty impressive and scary at the same time.
Yes. And that comes through like on your phone, live data.
So real time.
And it, and
Wow.
like a dashboard.
Right.
And it does capture the maximum speed.
Right.
So you can set parameters like for drag racing and stuff. That's what our friend
Travis.
Travis Hunt talked
Do you,
about.
do you remember the early Eagle Tree
Nope.
systems?
Never had an eagle tree.
So I remember Cookie had one.
Yep.
He had it mounted up in his car. It was huge, but it was so spectacular because it was like just telemetry.
Really?
Yeah,
Telemetry for the greats.
that's right. G-forces and all that. Does this do G-forces?
I honestly don't know because I
But it
really
is much more compact than that system.
I
So
didn't I didn't invest a lot of time into it.
it's about the size and the weight of a regular servo.
Yes, I strapped it in to a vehicle.
So it powers itself, right? You don't need to plug it into anything.
That's right. It has a battery and it has a USB-C chargeable.
Yep.
And that's a sort of, I'm just going to move my phone over. That's the sort of data that you get out of it.
Oh, right. Okay.
So that's the screen. You capture that as a screenshot.
Yeah.
So it tells you that I ran for 342 meters
Yes.
for 40 seconds. And in that time, I hit a top speed of 72.
Yeah.
So that was just, and that's the sort of stuff it can tell you. And that's through an app on your phone, the Sky RC app. And then when I enter that, it is going to power up. So
Oh.
yeah, look, it powers up, turns up from the phone.
Well, that's pretty quick, wasn't it?
And see, that tells you how many satellites. We've got 0 in the dungeon,
Oh, that's
It's
because
got
we haven't
30.
launched them yet.
37%, and you can do drag racing,
Right.
track, or
Yes.
flying. Because it does go in planes, so it tells you altitude and stuff.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, clever.
So yeah,
Multi-purpose.
and I can turn it off from here, like so. Turn off. Turn off the device. It's
Oh,
off.
boom. It's off.
That's right. So how
Very
cool is
handy.
that?
Very handy.
So look forward to many tests and reviews of Hearns going forward using this and some data.
Yep.
I'm going to put it in your pocket and see how fast you can walk.
I'm going to be running.
Eh?
Yeah. Just tell me where there's some donuts and you'll see how fast I am.
A 6SBJ. No.
You'll see smoke.
See if you can smoke off your little flip-flops. Your jandals. No?
I'll give it a good go.
Another thing I'd like to talk about, and I have said it once or twice before, TDK.
You're gonna put that on my jandals.
Do you know, we've had this in stock and we've been Australian supplier for this for 18 months, 2 years.
Feels like longer, doesn't it?
And people are just sort of cottoning on
Mm.
that it's good for like 8 scale buggy is the
Mm.
current thing.
Yeah.
Because obviously we've got a few 8 scale oil tracks. They're just going, hey, I put this stuff on my tires and I went a second lap faster.
Mm.
And I was like, duh.
Mm.
I've been telling you that for ages.
Mm.
So it's really safe. It's really secure.
Mm.
At the same time, you don't go drinking it or rubbing it in your eye.
No.
But at the same time, it's toxic free and good to the environment. So if you want to go fast and for more than just on road, give it a try.
TDK.
And I know with sweet rubber in particular, at our local track, it really does work very well.
It does.
It
It does. Otherwise, people wouldn't be using it, right?
I'm looking forward to doing more testing in 8 scale at the local clubs as well. I just haven't had the time to get out there, but I've utter confidence in it. So I just had a little bag in there today and I found no talent whatsoever.
No?
No, there was none in there.
Oh. Keep looking. You might have to look harder.
What have we got?
We've got some weights.
Weights.
Yep.
So it's not 10 grams.
Now, Thunder Turbo's been a bit too accurate there. Let's just say 56 grams, and that's not correct.
It is not 50. It's
No,
lower.
it's lower. So that means Dave's 65 grams is too high.
Yep.
Now we've got 53 grams. That's still too high. And then we've got Thunder Turbine. Again, we'll say 46 grams is too high.
We can't go 0.1 increments. It's not that we don't want to. We just don't have the technology.
That's right. That's right.
So you can put as many
So
points,
still lower than 46.
Yeah. but higher than 10.
And higher than 10.
So we've got 46
Yep.
and 10.
That's right.
In the window's closing.
In that window.
The window's closing.
Yep.
What else have you got for me?
What do we got? Oh, I've got to download that video.
Did you get it?
I've got the video, but I've got to download it. So if you
Because
bear with me.
I was really excited for this. I was actually hoping that it would be here today.
Right.
So this is something from our friends at FSR
Right.
or FS Racing.
Put
This
it
is
in.
the new GT. They've just come into stock in the past 24 hours.
Right.
I don't have one here to show you, but they're definitely on the system.
Let me see if I can make this work.
Our compadres over at Hobbyman definitely have them in stock. And we're looking forward to doing a build and doing some development on it.
All right. Should I put it on?
Please put it on. Let's show
Let
people.
me just control this so we don't deafen anyone.
Oh, you can deafen people. People want to.
Ooh. It's ominous, isn't it? Oh,
Love that.
stylish.
Lights.
Wow.
That was the short one. That was the 22nd one.
Oh, is there a longer one?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was the short one. That was the real. Anyway,
well,
that's
maybe
right.
we'll do that next time around. We'll give
So-
you a little tidbit.
That's just the teaser,
Yeah, I got teased.
just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, look out for those. They're going to be cool. Because even when I was doing some secret squirrel testing with the buggy and
Yeah.
the GRPs,
Yeah.
and smoke started bellowing off the tires,
Oh, squirrel wouldn't have liked that.
I was so excited. I was squealing like a little girl.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's cool when you're playing with an RC car and smoke starts coming out of other things other than your electronics.
I
It's
love
pretty
seeing
cool.
smoke coming out of stuff, and the stuff still works. That's amazing.
Having stuff working while smoking,
That is rare.
that's a big
That's special, isn't it?
That's pretty
That's
cool.
special.
That's pretty cool.
I
All
don't
right.
expect that.
So that's about all I've got for today. What have you got?
What have I got? I haven't got anything else.
No?
I haven't got anything else.
All right.
No, but we can go back to the weights here. We've got more people getting on board now.
Really?
Yeah.
What are they talking about?
Okay, so we got Thunder Turbine. He's got
Yep.
30 grams
Higher.
higher, right?
So
And Dave will come
46
back
and
with 36.
lower.
It's getting tighter, isn't it?
Tight like a toy gun.
Between 30 and 36.
30 and 36.
Yeah. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because it's in
That's
that
a
window.
really narrow window now, isn't it?
Do we have a color? Oh,
Colour. We haven't got colours.
haven't got colors.
No.
It's not brown.
Bronze.
Purple.
Yellow.
Could be a color. You know what we haven't talked about, and you probably don't have time to download it,
What's that?
Yokomo and Matthew was on screen and then he's walked away.
Oh,
The Yokomo BD12F.
Yeah.
Now down here in Victoria in Australia, we absolutely love TCR and front wheel drive.
We do, absolutely.
We're the only people in Australia that
Yes.
seem to have really embraced it.
Yes.
And I really love it because it's an ideal second class.
Yes.
And it's almost more scale than a touring car because the dynamics and the handling are very much front wheel drive.
Mm.
TCR just handles like the proverbial F1 car. Like they just stick to the road like amazingly. You know what I mean?
I do.
The TCR will light up the inside front wheel. It sort of wobbles the back of the car as it's making an apex. It is really, really cool.
Mm.
So Yokomo haven't had anything to offer since the Yokomo BD10F. They have really updated it now and given us the BD12F, which is really cool. So it's going to have all the cool features of the class-leading BD12 and all in a front-wheel drive track in a chassis. So if you have a BD12 or if you want to race a TCR, you've got like 75% of the spares will be the same, which is really cool. So you can run two classes, and whether you race 21.5, 13 or modified, you can cross enter or run TCR, which is really good. So you get to race against people that you might not usually get to race against. And it's not a sanctioned event, but it's something, like I said, here in Victoria that we've really embraced, and I know that we really enjoy it.
I've got it on the screen now.
You are a wizard.
Am I?
What are we looking at? So we got that is
Let's
the BD12.
see.
Now the initial spy shots.
Spy shots?
Well, it's only been sort of pictures of the car for the last 24 hours. Yokomo have announced it, but we still don't have a parts listing or an actual date.
Yep.
So they've announced it. I'm hoping that it's in store within 2 weeks.
It'll be really soon, I think.
The ones in the spy photos does have an aluminium chassis. So I'm tipping that the BD10F did have a carbon chassis as well.
Yes.
I'm tipping that it will come in two configurations.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have the alloy chassis for carpet and indoor tracks, and the carbon chassis is what we usually use outdoors.
Yes.
So we're looking at it now. You can see that it's got the horizontal body posts. It's got looks like it's got the same magnificent motor mount as the BD10F. Now that was a really cool thing because with the front wheel drive car, what they've done is they've pushed the front, obviously the motor all the way forward, and there's a servo in the way. So they've pushed it all the way up to where the servo is, then swapped the servo on the other side.
Yes.
And the problem with that is when you've got the servo on the opposite side of, when you've got the servo on the opposite side of the motor, it's really hard to adjust your gearing. You know, if you need to change your spur or pinion or whatever, or even change your mesh, it's a pain in the butt. And
there's a big box with gears in it.
Most other cars, you've got to take the servo out of the way. But they've done this way so you can adjust it through the top deck. So it's like an insert that goes in the motor mount, and you adjust it.
Is it eccentric, is it? It rotates?
No. So it's like a bracket that you screw to the motor.
Oh, I see.
And that goes to the motor mount on the chassis.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a two-piece motor mount.
Yes.
It's a really clever engineer.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. It's also got the mass damper in the back of the chassis.
Yes,
to take away all the harmonics and vibrations out of the rear of the car where it doesn't have a lot of weight. And of course, it looks like it's got the fantastic geometry and arms of the BD12, the full carbon ones, where the BD10 didn't have that. Obviously, it had the arms of the BD10.
Yes.
So really excited. It's going to have the same really strong diff. It'll have the same drive shafts, caster blocks, and running gear. Rear tow control system on this car.
Yes.
So really, really cool. So that is the new BD12F.
Looks very, very special. You reckon it'll help me if I got one of those mesh dampers and put it in my back pocket?
If you got a what?
A mesh damper and put it in my back pocket.
Might stop some of the chitter chatter.
Especially when I'm running to get the donuts.
That way?
Yeah, like that.
Mass damper excites me.
Matt's excited by a mass damper.
Sounds awesome.
Hey, I've just had a special delivery.
Yeah.
Didn't do an unboxing.
Why not?
Do you want to? Look at the time.
Yeah, it's all right. We've got time.
We got time?
Yeah. Why not? Bring it up. And it's pretty decent too.
It's not the biggest box I've seen today.
Look at that. And what is this got to do with what we showed before?
This is the car from the video.
Wow.
Not the car. That car's probably secondhand. This is a brand new one. This is factory sealed, and this is the FSR Model GT.
And this is going to go fast, isn't it?
How fast?
Really fast.
Hundreds.
Hundreds.
Can I say hundreds?
You can say hundreds. It'll just be a challenge to get it to the hundreds.
Why?
It'll definitely be over 100.
Well, you know, they say it's rated to 6S. I don't believe it.
Don't you?
Well, I refuse to believe it.
So it's going to go up to,
It's going to go up to 8S.
is it? All right.
Will,
All right.
will the
Look how
smoke?
big this box is.
Will the smoke stay in
What's
though?
going on here?
It's a big car, 7 scale.
I reckon we're going to have to do some adjustment, man.
Wait, are we going
We've
upstairs?
got the elevator going.
Where are we going?
I don't know, because I don't know if it's going to fit in this. Oh, here we go. It does fit in the camera now. Look at that. All right.
I need to get it out of the box. I'm having box panic attack. I'm
Yeah?
having box
Oh,
anxiety.
this is going to be strapped down.
We can fix that.
You got the tools to fix that?
Just be careful because it does have full lights.
So, I think it's attached on the side.
This
as
is
well.
where we would usually recommend that you read the instructions.
That sounds like Velcro. If it's not, then too bad. I'm ripping it off.
From New Zealand.
We've got a bit of brute force here.
I thought it was brute aftershave I could smell.
This stuff's still around.
I don't know.
Brute 33, mate.
Is it? Oh,
So it's got lights. Okay, so I don't want to yank it too hard because otherwise we're going to rip wires out of it.
so we've got front and rear wiring light loom. How cool is that? 'Cause it's got brake lights.
That looks right, doesn't it? All right, so if I spin this around quickly, you'll see the wiring harnesses in there for the lights.
And if I cut this out of here quickly,
We'll be able to see. Look at that. It's got a rear diffuser.
we should send it to Ukraine.
What do you want me to do?
Diffuse the situation.
Oh, is that what you mean? I don't think this is going to work.
No,
No.
I'm diffused. Oh, confused.
Most of the radio control things over there have got explosives attached on.
Who said this one?
Oh, what?
G size. It's gonna have a G size Estes rocket.
Oh, wow. There's a bit of weight on this.
At some point. A bit of girth. Look at that. You can
Are
see.
we impressed? I'm impressed.
You can see why I was so freaking excited.
Freaking.
This has got the undercarriage of like the 2023 Adrian Newey Red Bull. No,
He knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
he's built 1 or 2 winning race cars.
All right, so we've got the chassis here. There's an aluminium press chassis.
I can't wait to bolt some GRPs on this and blow
Like
the
this.
smoke off it.
This central insert here.
It's like a skid pan
That's right,
Isn't it?
because you'll be sliding over all those speed humps, right?
and
When they're born.
cat's eyes and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's going to upset the middle of the chassis instead of lifting the front,
Mm.
getting air under it,
Yeah.
and flipping numerous times.
Look at the rear diffuser.
They've actually put,
Massive rear diffuser here. You can see that. Look at the angle on it.
and that would be engineered to, in fact, like suck it to the ground. I don't think you ever have the morning off again.
What do you mean?
You'd come back a different man.
I'm the same man, just bent.
Have a look at this thing. Not only is it a carry handle, I got to call Travis.
That's impressive, isn't it?
That
I
is
like the way
super
they've
intrepid.
arranged the electronics all on the front end. The front end is very much the thing to do now, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then all the batteries, we've got 2 harnesses at the back. And this is where you're going to put 4 cells each, right?
No, I wouldn't. That's irresponsible. No, it's 6S rated. I don't want to condone or recommend putting 8S in something that clearly says 6S.
That's right. It's not recommended, but I did hear you say 8S before.
Potentially.
We love having a bit of
Oh,
fun, eh?
look, this is really neat. Look at the fan.
Mm.
Don't know what that's going to do at 300 kilometers an hour, but we'll find out.
Hmm.
Pillow ball suspension.
Yes. Yes.
Really nice steering rack servo saver.
Yes.
18 kilogram metal geared servo. Hobby wing 150 amp speed controller.
Yeah, it's pretty serious, isn't it?
It's got
How
a
many kV is it?
2000.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, good.
perfect for 8S.
Good. 2000 kV is pretty bulletproof, isn't it?
It is after the testing that we've done recently, and it feels nicely sprung.
Yeah, I like the setup.
It's not soggy. It's not like
No.
a soggy biscuit.
No. Pretty firm, isn't it? Velodrome action.
Watch this channel. I want to power it up.
Wow.
I want to power it
Wow,
up.
I like
you
it.
want to power it up? Do you want to see the lights?
We'll see sparks for sure. Oh, you want to see lights? We've got to plug the lights back into it.
Do you want to see lights? Well,
I
need
see
to get
lights.
some batteries.
I want to see some smoke too.
Well, I can't guarantee some.
We can't smoke up the tires.
I can't on the bench. Going to burn a hole through the bench.
I don't know. It's a possibility.
I wouldn't.
That'd be exciting, wouldn't
I
it?
think we'll have, look at the size of that. Look at the girth on that shock tower.
Oh, look at this too. This has got covers for the tops of
You
the...
jump in on the top, zoom in, show
Zoom
people
images.
around. I'll get some batteries.
All right. So let me just... Let us go through some of these features. All right. So here's the front end. Now, what I was looking at before was these little plastic covers which are on top of the shocks. Now, that's probably more useful on an off-road car where it's actually exposed, but I mean, that always helps. It stops anything from damaging the top of the shock. We've got all the radio mount on the front here. This is an upright mounted servo here with an aluminium servo horn. Got the 2000 kV motor here. The big 150 amp Hobbywing speed controller. Let's zoom it out a bit, I think. It's kind of like here. Here's the harnesses here. See this, it's not just one strap to hold in the batteries. We got 3 straps per battery.
We're strapping.
Yeah. And
These people have seen me drive.
that's why the extra straps.
Yeah.
And X290 plugs. These are the best plugs for high power
Yeah.
use, aren't they?
They are the go-to. Bone Crusher's now got them.
Yes. Because some of the other plugs, they actually come loose with use. Just from the vibration, they vibrate loose.
Yeah, a bit of 10 gauge, which is
10
really
gauge.
good.
So there's a servo here too for brake.
It's got a handbrake. So it's got a center diff.
I didn't know that. I just saw that now.
So it's got a center diff like an 8-scale nitro buggy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's got like a third channel, which is also we're going to disconnect that.
Yeah.
We're going to wire that up to the Estes G-size rocket. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a hole in the back of the diffuser for that.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're going to get Rocket Man Harry on
Right.
it. He's going to help us engineer, Harry Jenkins,
Okay. Cool.
because he's our local aeronautical engineer.
That's right.
I think it's
he's
a thing.
He's the aerospace man.
I think Hazard Harry will love that.
You would, wouldn't he?
We'll shoot this somewhere.
I like the tread on tires. They look cool. Pretty heavy duty too, right?
Oh, look, they're no GRPs, but they do look cool. No, they've got a bit of an offset.
We'll give them a go. We'll give them a go and see.
It's really
see how
nice
they-
arms, really good turnbuckles, fully adjustable. Like I said, it does have a center diff, so it does have that handbrake action, so you can lock.
Yeah.
The rear is it locked now? Yeah, you can see now.
Yeah.
How the rear is locked.
Wow. I like that.
That's just the diff working. So you can have handbrake action.
Mhm.
And now we should have full movement.
And there's massive braces here for diffuser too. You know, they're as stiff as a...
The last
A
thing
rear
you
wing.
want is a soggy diffuser.
That's right. Look at that. That's stiff as.
You get diffuser rattle.
Amazing. I mean, most of these cars have diffusers on them just for the looks. There's a good chance that this will work. This would be doing a bit of suckage.
Is that the clinical term?
I think so. It was in the books when I was
What did
studying.
we find, Panda?
Oh,
2 X's, I think.
oh wow.
Is that right?
The panda's brought in some power.
Panda
What are we
power.
doing? Do you want me to undo the
No.
Are you just gonna get the sparks happening?
I just want to power it up. That's right. This could go.
No, these won't shoot off the bench.
I wouldn't want
But
to.
just in case, I'm holding it up anyway.
What do you think that's going to do? You holding it?
Or you hear me scream when it takes off. What do you mean?
That's going to blow the froth off your coffee. I don't want to send you home with a limp. Hey?
I don't want to see the froth blown off my coffee because I like to froth on my coffee. Oh,
Do you know what that beeping means?
it means
That's
there's no radio.
No, it means that it's recognized 6 cells.
Oh,
So
is that the beep beep
1,
beep?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
so if
right.
you put
So it's
3 S
counted
in
it.
this, it'll
It's
go
counted
1, 2,
voltage.
3.
Okay, so
Yeah?
so from that it tells the speed controller what the cutoff voltage is going to be.
That's right.
Right. Okay.
That's right. So these are really good units, these hobby wing units.
Yeah.
Like I said, uncensored, so quite robust, fully waterproof.
Yeah.
You'd have to be a lunatic to take this out in the wet weather. You've got the fans coming on, Sol.
We're going to take it out later when it's raining.
I'm taking it tonight. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna really upset somebody's. I'm gonna upset the neighborhood.
All right, so you're going to plug it in and we're going to look at the lights, are we?
Well, that's the idea.
All right. Right, I'm going to put it down here, facing Matt.
We'll just aim it towards Matthew.
All right, hang on. Let me just plug it in. It's got all these. It's got heaps of wires. What's that
Two
one for?
harnesses, front and rear. Because it's got brake lights. So when you brake, it brakes.
So that's why there's only one signal wire to it.
Yes. That's the
Okay,
headlights.
so I won't worry about.
Did you put it on?
Well, the rear ones are just flashing now. So that one goes in here.
I think they're flashing probably because the radio's not on. Still
Oh,
flashing?
they're off now.
They're
Okay,
on.
so they will work until you press the brakes on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
we're not going to power the radio up now.
Okay.
We're gonna,
So if we look at the headlights,
this is an impromptu unboxing.
Can
Like
you see that?
like everything today, it hasn't been
Can you really see
ideally
it?
organised.
Maybe we turn off the lights.
That's not the first time you said that today.
Could be the second or third.
Is that
Oh, look at that.
what's
We've
that?
got lights.
I'm over here. I'm in no man's land. I don't like it.
Gotcha. There you go.
That was
The
weird.
lights are on. That's cool.
Is it?
I mean, I'll show you the back, but you can imagine
How come it's
they
not flashing?
won't. Hey,
You said it was flashing
it was
before.
flashing before because we didn't have a signal. We didn't plug it in. But now that it's got the signal,
I want to
the
see it
lights
flash.
won't. Oh, you want to see it flash?
Make them.
Move the servo.
Did I flash there?
Yes.
Move the servo.
Why? What did I do to make it do that?
That could be a G meter.
It could be.
Anyway, it could be.
That's technological, isn't it?
Could be.
It's doing things that we don't.
You don't break it. That is cool. Anyway, we can see it's got tail lights.
Wow. There you go.
How cool is it? And
All
how
right.
cool does the body
I'll
look?
turn the lights back on. Can you shut off the lights again?
Ciao.
Ka-chow. There you go.
It's blinding,
That's cool.
isn't it? And these are at a price which is unbelievable. I'm just saying it now. These represent so much value. So we might do a speed run build. I might utilize some of BD Designs and JRP's finest products, along with 9 steps, and see how fast we can get this sucker to go.
And these are like the sweet spot for speed cars, I think.
What's the biggest pinion we can fit?
Did I make 52?
We're just bolt tooth spurgy, is it? What do you reckon? Flames will ensue.
Don't often see flames. Flames are a rarity, and when you do see them,
But
they're
what?
scary to begin with, and then
It's funny,
they're...
isn't it? How the electronics of yesteryear was like a brown smoke, wasn't it?
Was it?
It was like a
Like
brown.
a putrid smell
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now when lipo goes, have you seen it? It's like a big white cloud of.
of energy. Plasma.
A nuclear mushroom cloud.
Mushroom clouds.
I just have a look at the motor mount. How much adjustment have we got? We'll adjust it. We've got about 5 mil. Let's hope that we can get the 26 in there.
Don't worry, we've got quite a few different sizes of pinion, and we'll be
And hammers
trying to... That's right. And mallets.
and Dremels.
That's right.
Metal servo horn.
That's right. Nice touch.
I'm really impressed.
Hmm.
Well, that is super exciting. Would have been
Wow.
nice if it had come an hour ago, but nonetheless, we're here.
That's it.
Breaking news.
Yeah, good. It just rolled up. I like it. Well, let's go back to the weights. I reckon.
How much?
Oh, yeah,
is
we got 34 grams.
Who?
Thunder Turbine said 34 grams. It's close.
That car's going to cut laps at the Bendigo Classic. just
Oh,
saying.
is it?
That's going to come out at the Bendigo Classic.
It's going to go sideways, yeah?
And Bone Crusher.
I'm going to run it in TCR.
We'll take the rear drive shaft out of it. Matt's going to run it in TCR.
Now, 34 is too high, isn't it?
34 is on the money.
Oh, it's on the money.
34. Who said 34?
Thunder Turbine. Sharaf.
It's under turbine.
There you go. 34 grams it is.
That is
Now-
fantastic. Do you want to see that?
Dave has said the color is gold dust. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Oh, gold dust is correct. Very well done. Hey, it's all coming in at the end, isn't it?
And it's a GS. Nobody guessed that it's a Ford Falcon XC GS.
GS. Right. Oh, what are we doing? Oh, we're going through the top.
I was trying to.
All right, hang on. I'm going to have to get a bit tighter so everyone can see. Oh, a bit too tight now. Yeah.
You've now just recalibrated the scales.
Said 34 before. We said 33 as well, so he's got both.
It's got both.
Yeah, 33, 34. That's a winner.
We have to do a bit of temperature compensation because when we measured it before, it was definitely 34.
It was.
We need to send our scales off to get them. No. Anyway,
Need calibration?
just don't show you post that.
All right, no worries. Very well done.
Fantastic, guys. Well, that was an awesome episode 161. Geez. Talk about professional.
That eludes me.
Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you had as much fun as we did.
I think we did.
I know we definitely had a lot of fun. I'm about to go and tear the I'm going to go cut donuts in the middle of the Elizabeth Street, Flinders Street intersection.
Oh, that multi one where all the electric bikes and scooters ride across and RC cars doing 100 kilometers an hour.
Yep.
If they can do it, we can do it.
Stay tuned.
That's right.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for
And we'll
watching.
see you next time around.
You certainly will.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.